Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, it looks amazing. Fuck you, Dre. I took yours. Ha!
I mean, I'm not even gonna say it, but it does.
not-
I mean, we can spend the rest of the show talking about Beyond Good and Evil.
No,
I mean, and if I can get you aboard, then it's fine. I was just
I
gonna
have
say,
to play the first one, and then I can give a verdict at that.
well, actually,
after that.
Beyond Good and Evil, the first one, Beyond Good and Evil 2 would be the first one.
Oh, it's a
prequel.
prequel?
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
But
Don't,
Michelle
don't,
Ancel
don't tell me
thinks
things like,
of everything.
Don't tell me things like that, because now I'm just like, I gotta play that one first though, because it goes chronologically. Don't do that.
Start when it got released first, because if you play that one and Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks amazing already, and they just show like that little like footage of nothing essentially, and just looked so awesome. Like
it was nothing, but it was they showed the game.
Yeah.
Not what the game's about or what you're gonna do.
But I mean, seeing something like that, and if
As
you
a tech
played
demo.
that first and then went to regular
my
Beyond Good
God.
and Evil, you'll look at this and be like, this sucks.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't even played that one yet, and I know if I play that Beyond Good and Evil 2 first and then play the
true
first
that,
one, I'll be
true
like, this is
that.
a terrible game,
Yeah,
and
it's like-
everyone will
that's-
look at me with
but-
death in
like
their
everybody
eyes.
everybody that loves The
Chronologically,
Witcher. Everybody that loves The Witcher fucking plays Witcher 2 and they're like, what the fuck is this?
No.
And then they go back and play
Or 1.
and then they go play Witcher 1 and it's like, what the fuck is
I had
this?
I had a guy who brought back Metal Gear Solid HD collection because he's like I can't do the controls.
Oh, yeah.
These controls are
Yeah.
garbage, and I'm like,
This is how the game was when it came. Yeah, this is
bad.
But you
This
grew
is
up with it though.
Yeah, I know. It was like he's like, oh, these controls are garbage. I'd rather play like Metal Gear Solid 5. It's so much better. I'm just like,
Because
Well,
it had,
yeah,
it had
but-
more normalized
it was
controls
it
for
was shooting.
shooters
It
at
was
that
a
point.
shooter game at that point. So I was just like, all right.
I mean, you don't know about this
Struggle,
Splinter
man.
Cell Metal Gear
But
life
then- but then
where we
again-
just sit there for days watching Patrol do their thing and just like then drop down.
Then again, I got the Resident Evil 6 anthology that had like all of them, 1 through I think like 6 or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I played 1 and I started playing. I was like, tank controls. Tank
Yeah.
controls so hard. So I'm
Yeah.
like, then they re-released the they gave the Resident Evil like Origins for free, and I was just
Yeah.
like, much better. I can play this.
Yeah, but they're gonna be two different games. Like Beyond Good and Evil is a really good game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm talking about not so much gameplay as just the ambiance, the world building, and if you like story, it's a hell of a ride. It's like fucking crazy. Almost you could see where like games like Uncharted kind of blossomed from it.
Okay.
You know, and not in the sense of like shooting or anything like that, but just in the sense of like it's one of the best worlds I've ever been in.
Mm-hmm.
And it sets everything up. Like I spoiler, I guess. The beginning of the.
Don't do it, man. Is it at the very beginning?
It's at the very
Okay,
beginning, the first scene.
I can.
So something happens at the very beginning, right? And the police come and they come after the thing is handled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the characters goes, "Huh." He's like, "Yes, citizen." Like he's like, you're happy that the Galactic Force came and helped you." And he's like, "I wouldn't exactly call you guys a speeding bullet," right? And then like, so like you go inside or whatever, and like on the radio is like the incident they're talking about. It's like the local so and so attacked by so and so and so and so, right? And where you said it very sarcastically, they spun it and like to make it seem like you were giving them a compliment, and they're like, "You guys are a speeding bullet." Like, you guys are faster than a speeding bullet. like
Some good creative editing there.
yeah. But this is like 2004.
Yeah.
2003, 2004 when this game came out. You know what I'm saying? So you're like,
Jeez.
so
They knew about fake news.
yeah,
Long
this
ago.
is fake. Yeah. But 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 just that one scene creates the world, and then it just gets bigger from there.
2004, man.
Yeah.
Original Xbox.
And the game
Yes,
just
too.
the game just gets the world of the game and everything just gets, and the mechanics of the game, everything just gets way better from there, and it's so charming. It's just so, like, if you saw the E3 demo, it's just so fucking charming. It's just like one of those games you just go, they have some aha moments, and like and it comes like in the very middle and at the very end, and you're just like, oh my god, I want more. And then it's like, holla at y'all in 15 years.
Put your dick away now. Put it away. Put it away.
Anyway, so just, like I said, we could talk about that all day.
Like I said.
I guess the game that I came still I know the game's like in trouble or whatever for the chick. Is shitting on it. No, the girl that's Gamergate girl.
Oh, Zoe Quinn?
Yeah,
or,
but
Anita Sarkeesian.
Sarkeesian probably.
Yeah, Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah, like she but Another Night.
Oh, that one, that game.
Like, he's came out apologizing, everybody's forgiving everybody.
Yeah.
Allegedly, but but everybody's still talking about the game. Like, what the fuck's up with this game? But Sega, it's not a game, but Sega impressed me this E3.
Because they're basically
doing what the fuck they said they were gonna do.
Yeah, they went back to the foundation. They tore down the building.
Yeah.
Foundation. Rebuild.
I mean, I didn't see Shenmue, but whatever.
Well, I mean, it's Shenmue. So,
it's Shenmue, so I'm hopefully. But Yakuza, the new Sonic games. I seen some other untitled game from Sega. Like Sega's making games.
Yeah.
And not like shuffleware, like actual really games.
They have 2 Sonic games coming out in the next year, and both of them actually look really good.
One of you get to create your own character.
Yeah.
That looks
and then
pretty
the
dope.
other one is Sonic.
The other one is Sonic. Yeah.
Like the thing about Sega is just like I never thought that there would be a time where we'd be like, dude,
Sega's like making games.
Sega's a thing, man. It's like when I look back at like Sega during like the 90s when it was like GameCube, the Genesis.
Don't.
Yeah, Sega did what Nintendo now does.
Just kind of infrequently because we put out a game every like. Anyways, what?
Nintendo.
Give me a reason to buy a Switch, Nintendo.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, give me another reason to buy a Switch, Nintendo.
Super Mario Odyssey's coming out.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Splatoon 2.
I've heard good things about ARMS. Haven't played it, but I heard good things.
Come on, we need to have ARMS.
Mario Kart.
we kind of do need to have ARMS at the tournament. That is a good enough reason for me to buy it.
So?
But I just want a new IP from Nintendo.
Fist,
I just want a new IP for Nintendo.
I want them to actually.
Well, I mean, ARMS and Splatoon are 2 new IPs for them.
Yeah.
Splatoon's a couple years old now.
Yeah, they didn't really show off much at E3. Like the 2 games that I was like, oh my god, that would
did they have
be
like
awesome.
they had like a treehouse? I didn't even watch it.
They did a direct.
Oh,
yeah.
but actually the Rabbids game kind of intrigued me.
Yes.
No, I'm not playing XCOM, Rabbids, and Mario.
Why not?
I kind of want to play XCOM Rabbids.
That was actually that's the one that
Yeah.
I was gonna say for me that like kind of piqued my interest when I watched the trailer. I was like, it's XCOM.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get you, man.
And I
love XCOM.
You can totally give me XCOM.
Yeah.
Like I love XCOM. Like I had this one guy in XCOM that I had for like half of the game, and then he died, and I didn't save it to do over, and he was like gone, and I couldn't play the game for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like it's just not the same. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I carried the first soldier you get all the way to the end.
Wow.
And for story purposes of it, I was like, to finish my story, it just makes sense that he would sacrifice himself so XCOM could live and keep going and everything like that. It was a trophy to have one of the first characters you ever get make it through to the end of the game, and I was like, shit. And I willingly sacrificed him because I was like, for the story, it just makes sense. And I'm like, for the trophy, I should have sent somebody else to die.
None of my guys made it. I was like, oh, so this is how you play RTS? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
XCOM's brutal, man, and I loved it for that. So that's why when I saw Mario and Rabbids, I was like,
he was like, you can make a Mario game, he just can't jump. And I was like, brilliant.
Yeah.
My only thing is like, how are kids going to get this game? Like,
they're not going to like it.
I mean,
kids aren't going to understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, very few kids like know what RTSs are, or know what even like turn-based strategy games are.
I mean, but we didn't know what games were when we were younger, and we played them. We didn't get them.
Well,
we played it.
Why did we play them?
Because we didn't know what the fuck it was.
And that's all we had.
Yeah, and that's all we
That's all we had.
If there was anything
you would
to
play
introduce,
a bad game for years because it's the only game they would buy you.
If there was anything to introduce people to that kind of genre, though, I mean, Mario and Rabbids would be the two series to do it.
Yeah.
So putting them together is like
Smart. It's really,
so yeah,
really smart.
it looked so
Colorful.
Like, yeah, it was really pretty. Seeing all the characters, all the extra moves you can do, the creative ways of adding the jump onto each other to get further around, link it into a wall combo to immediately get around the corner shot, and then do your actual attack. Like
making Rabbids a thing.
Yeah, making them worth it again.
Ubisoft is like Rabbids. Like I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Yeah.
Like their rabbits are keeping them weirdly alive.
Yeah.
It's like we have Assassin's
That
Creed.
and Assassin's Creed. But Rabbids though.
But rabbits.
That
Rabbids, though.
that creepy Princess Peach rabbit
That
with the selfies.
creepy ass Princess Peach, and she tries to get the kiss or whatever.
She's got her own Instagram page now.
Oh no.
I think Ubisoft created a page for her. I'm like, that's genius, though.
That is genius.
That
so
is
creepy.
absolutely
But that's
genius. But
creepy.
yeah,
She's
she's
so
creepy as shit. But yeah,
Mario's
seeing-
totally like.
No, I think Mario's like, oh, thank God, I'm getting married in the next Mario game.
it's literally just a Princess Peach rabbit, and they make him in a game where he can't jump.
Yeah, that one looked really interesting
Oh,
to me.
you make it, but I can't jump. This is great. This is great.
Yeah, I think that one was one that impressed me, and I've never been too much one for a racing game, but the new Need for Speed. I give EA credit because they made me want to play a Need for Speed game after all this time.
It was Fast and Furious.
It's Fast
that
Furious.
and Burnout.
Yeah.
And Burnout,
The way
Is
you like
Criterion
slam
making
into
it?
people, no. But the way you like slam into people and all that, and the way they were wiping out, I was watching it with Alan and everybody, and I just looked. I was like, Alan, look closely at this and tell me what you think. And he looked at me. He's like, it's Burnout. It's like the driving on there just feels like Burnout. And I was like, if there's anything to get me back into a racing game that's
Burnout.
not Forza,
Oh,
it would be Burnout.
Oh, Forza.
So
Forza is
I'm.
awesome, but
I was like,
Burnout.
So I sat there and just like I slow clapped during EA. I was like, holy shit, EA, you made me care about a series that's been out for a million years that I've really never cared about.
It's Need for Speed.
And then they went ahead and listened to every one of their fans and changed Star Wars Battlefront to the right way.
Yep.
So I was like, good job, EA. But to make me care about Need for Speed, I was like, that's good on you.
As long as with Star Wars Battlefront, as long as they don't block half the game, over half the game,
Free content.
behind freaking thing, yeah,
Free DLC.
That was the main issue that Battlefront 1 had.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to buy a $60 game, then buy a $50. Like 70% of my game is behind DLC.
The Emperor
$50.
wanted you to do that though.
Fuck the Emperor. It's all about the rebels.
Yeah, I'd say those.
I think
two.
you call that Destiny. As I
Yeah.
sip my Coke.
Nobody-
With my pinky in the air.
Nobody will ever feel the pain
No.
of Destiny more than me. I bought the collector's edition.
Boom, boom,
The one
boom,
with Ghost.
wah.
The
yeah.
big collector's edition.
Didn't you when you opened your thing, your Ghost was broken too?
No, my Ghost is okay, but the collector's box came damaged.
That's right.
So the
Speaking of
special box.
Destiny, Anthem. I don't see. I knew
Anthem.
See, listen though.
Better
but,
Destiny.
But see, like, they'll tell you, like, I knew what Destiny was before it got out. Like, I didn't know anything about the story and it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's just like, it is what it is. Like everything that was shown was like, oh, this is it. But like everybody else thought it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah,
They
that's what
made
it
it
is.
seem like it was something else.
Well, like, I didn't get that impression. But if Anthem is nothing but base Destiny and like Iron Man suits, take my money.
Anthem.
I'm okay with it.
As excited as I am for Anthem, like that looked awesome. I was very annoyed because I was like, look at you, BioWare. That's why Mass Effect didn't do good
Sucks
this year.
because you fucking
All that money went into Anthem instead.
110%.
You pulled an alien colonial marine, pulled the
Oh.
budget to put it into
I think-
Borderlands 2.
But is that BioWare's fault or is that EA's fault? For like for saying,
It's
give us
EA's
another
Probably
Mass Effect,
EA's
and they're like, we're done. We're kind of done with that.
Probably EA's fault, but I was like, damn you, BioWare.
EA
You know?
will milk a IP until it is fucking a husk, like Mass Effect.
It's like, that's a
Touche.
good reference.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's like, you can't tell me that, like, Mass Effect doing critically meh, and then BioWare comes out, 6 months later at E3 and shows off a game
That's
that is blowing
amazing.
people's
It's
mind.
not even critically meh.
Universally meh.
Yeah, it was universally, and it's like to the point
And
where
graphically
EA,
broken.
EA was just like, we fucked up.
And they're
we,
not-
we acknowledge we fucked up.
They are
Sorry.
taking
They
their
made a game
sweet ass time fixing
They
it.
made a game in 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're taking so much time to just be like, yeah, we're rolling out some patches for it.
No,
It's
you're
coming
not.
out slowly, and it's
You're
still not
fucking
fixing
them.
some of the bigger problems. I'm a diehard Mass Effect fan.
I'm gonna buy it at some point. Again.
Regardless of Mass
I
Effect
played
3's
20 hours
ending.
of it. I played 20 hours of it.
Jeez.
Because they gave me 20 hours for free
Oh, on the
on Xbox. On Xbox, they gave me 10 hours, and then they gave me another 10 hours. And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm playing Mass Effect."
Yeah.
And then we
So, I mean-
had it like die on us.
We had it. That was the first 10 hours. We were on the first. We were like the first planet, and like we like did almost everything. And then it was like, "All right, let's go to the thing where we're gonna fight everybody."
Dook. I was like, oh,
Please pay $50 now.
oh, we're in the middle of stream.
Nice.
That's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real. No pre-plan, baby.
But yeah, that like, as much I'm a diehard Mass Effect fan, I consider it one of the best series I played on 360 PS3 generation,
Yep.
regardless of the last 10 minutes of the third one. It was one of the best out
Check
there.
last show, 15 to 20 minute rant.
Yeah, dude.
It was like, so when they announced a new one, I'm like, okay, I'm fine going back into it, and I know I'll play Andromeda at some point, but you couldn't hook me to do this. I'm easy to hook if it's something I like.
Yeah.
You can guarantee that in the next Star Wars movie, Jar Jar Binks will have full like main character credit throughout all of it. I'd go happily see it at midnight. And I know people hate that character, and it's like he kills the series for him, and the prequels are awful because of him and this and that. I go watch it happily because it's Star Wars.
Yep.
So it's like for Mass Effect, I was just like, all you had to tell me was Mass Effect, and I was in.
Yeah.
But it's so broken that even I don't buy it yet.
I can't. I will wait until they fix it.
So yeah, so I'm just seeing that, and then seeing Anthem. It's like it's really bittersweet. It's like because you see Anthem, it's like God, that looks amazing, and it's like you're the reason why Andromeda wasn't very good.
And it's everything I like about a shooter, third person.
Yeah.
I have mech suit. I can have like every. Just,
When
for
you-
me, that's a game. that I would like to play.
When that character flew underwater,
Oh my gosh.
I flipped out. I did not expect
then-
that actually.
And then like the other person was taking it from the air. So the creatures, the
They
guy
were looking up.
well the guy they were running from your guy, and they ran into you.
Yeah.
So he like herded them into this cave where they couldn't move,
It
and
was-
now you got to deal with both of you.
It was awesome. And then seeing the other co-op, like not just the two, and then they added the third,
Four, and then the
that
lightning
weird
storm
fourth
and
one had
everything.
like that floaty
Yeah,
suit
oh, yeah.
that looked like almost like I'm the mystical
Yeah, it's
tech
fucking
suit,
good, yeah.
and
Hey,
then they
you
all
know
flew
what it
into whatever the
reminded
hell
me
that
of?
portal was.
Shouts out to White Bread. No, red cow.
What?
Red cow.
Oh, red cow. You're like white bread. I was like, the fuck is he talking about?
No, that was-
I
Is
mean,
that
I like
is that
it
a
better than
safety
wheat
word?
bread.
Is,
No,
that, is
no.
that a safety word?
No. That's what we called him first.
Yeah.
But,
I thought it was fuck you cow.
it is fuck you cow. Then it was White Bread. Then it was
Red cow. Red cow was the last-
German, but he's Russian.
Yeah, he's Russian,
But
and then
we
it
call
became
him
red
German.
cow.
And now it's just Red Cow.
It's
Yeah.
red cow.
Shout out Red Cow. But the Tenno from what's the game?
Warframe.
Warframe. Yeah. So it's basically like you have these Warframes.
Yeah.
But instead of being Warframes, they're fucking Iron Man mechs, Xeno suits.
And you can get in and out of them too. I think that
Exactly.
you are the
Well,
Tenno
and it
suit.
sounds like
Yeah.
you'll have like your own hall of armors.
Mhm.
Like you can
And-
just have tons of suits.
And like he was saying, like at
Every
one
time
point
I
something
turn on
about
the game, I'm gonna be like play that one scene, the one song from Iron Man. It's like
Yeah.
I'm just like in my hall of armor.
just sit there and be like, what suit do I feel like today?
Mm.
I can't wait to have that.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Ugh.
Any secret ones?
I
know you're
guys-
very,
well,
but you've had a
I-
week to.
Yeah,
ponder
I've had
on
a
it.
week to kind of like sit on it, but still nothing like I wasn't really interested in E3 like in general. Just to be completely
Dragon
honest, there was
Ball
a couple things.
Fighters.
Dragon Ball Fighters was really good. There was I talked about everything I really like cared about
Mm.
at the previous thing. I'm still digging through a bunch of stuff, but nothing's just like, hey, don't you want to play me? You really want to play me? It's just like I was so underwhelmed, and there was a lot of things I was hoping for this year, but I think
Cuphead.
Cuphead was really good.
That's all they had to give me was an announced date.
September.
Cuphead was
And
good.
Crackdown. I didn't expect Crackdown to get a release date this year.
I
kind of felt like I felt like it had to.
I couldn't be
Yeah.
overly excited for it because I don't have a goddamn Xbox yet.
Well, it's convenient that Crackdown launches the same day as the Xbox One X.
God
What
damn
if-
it!
What are the
I don't have
odds?
$500.
What are the odds?
Come on!
What are the odds?
If anyone can sell you on a copy of Crackdown and an Xbox One X, it's Terry Crews.
Yeah, goddamn, it is Terry Crews.
What are you doing?
It is Terry
What
Crews.
are you doing?
Yeah, that Sea of Thieves look neat. That Ubisoft pirate game, the other one.
Yeah, that was pretty
Not
cool.
not
too.
just Sea of Thieves. What is it?
It was
Skull and Bones. Assassin's Creed's pirate
Thank you.
game just
Thank
as a
you.
pirate.
Yeah, like I think everybody collectively said when Black Sails came out, it was like, yeah, why did they make an Assassin's Creed? Why didn't they just make this into its own pirate game? Well, Ubisoft made it into its own pirate game.
I wasn't even excited about freaking Assassin's Creed. Like I saw it and I was just like,
Dude,
this-
Origins surprised the shit out of me.
It looks good. Don't get me wrong.
I-
It looks good and it's beautiful, like gorgeous. I'm like, oh my shit. They
The
actually
locale is doing it for me more than anything else.
but it's
Like,
still
I
just, I was like, this is Assassin's
It's a-
Creed.
I like the RPG elements, adding the
I do
new
like
weapons
the
and stuff
RPG
like
elements,
that.
meaning that like I'm like if
I'm-
I'm a level 17, I go try to find a level 30. I really have to have skill.
Yeah.
I'm really, but I'm worried because when they started adding like separate things into it, like the tower
RTS
defense and all
yeah.
that other stuff. It was like it's a really neat
trying to
idea,
do stuff,
but it
yeah.
doesn't fit. The only thing that came out of Assassin's Creed that I thought was like uber amazing was fucking sailing on a fucking boat.
Yeah.
And I was when you got
I think the
that in
RPG
3,
mechanics are gonna work.
when you
though.
got it in 3, I was just like, oh man, this is amazing. This is great. They should make a game of it. Black Flag came out. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. But I don't know if like the RPG element is. I think it'll work really well. Don't
I
get
think
me
it
wrong.
fits.
But I'm still kind of on
If-
the fence with it, man.
If all it is same old thing in Egypt with RPG elements, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'd work for me.
Like I don't need them to reinvent the wheel.
one thing I did enjoy a Syndicate because what they redid everything and it just felt really good.
Yeah.
the thing about Assassin's Creed and the thing about Ubisoft games in general, they have like a formula to them.
Yeah.
In the same sense that kind of like Uncharted games have a formula to them.
Yeah.
And like I'm like I don't really need you to reinvent the wheel. Just make it better, refine it, go away for a little while, make me miss you, and then come back.
Like Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman.
Don't fix the fighting. Don't change the fighting in Batman. It's fine.
Just make me more badasser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? But I'm also a story guy too, and the story's so disjointed now that I'm just like,
I don't even know how much this is going to focus on the modern time because
Yeah.
they're really
I know.
plugging that it's the birth of the assassin order.
like if they do
So-
that, that's fine,
that
but
doesn't even sell me as much as Egypt does.
But the
like I
big-
just want to go to Egypt and
Yeah.
and climb to the
the
top of a
big
pyramid.
like underlying story.
I want
I'm
to climb to the
more-
top of a pyramid as a black guy and
Synchronize.
then like synchronize on the pyramid. Like how do you jump from pyramid? You got to slide down, I guess. I don't know.
I'm more intrigued that the guy is the last Magi.
That is another one.
That
too.
I'm interested in like
yeah.
what happened. You know, what will we hear a tie into that? Is he
I
going to
mean,
start the order to
there's-
avenge what happened?
And,
like
and
that's
how
what I want to see.
and how BC is it?
Yeah.
Like is it 500? Because there's like what 5,000 or 6,000 years before.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a good chunk of.
But anime stuff is just like grating on me.
I think it seems like the further we get into Assassin's Creed, the less anime stuff we see.
And that's where the story's at, though.
At this rate now, I think Assassin's Creed can live on its own
Yeah.
if they just say, yeah, we have no idea what we're doing with that future stuff, and just leave it as
But wherever
past.
you want to go, like just pick a time period and we'll do that.
Yeah.
As a guy that loves some games, stories and games,
Yo.
I'd be like, ah! No,
Oh, I'd
just-
be pissed.
Yo.
but
Oh,
it's
God.
just, like,
In my opinion, Assassin's Creed ended when Desmond died.
yes.
I thought the same thing too. And then it came out with fucking Black Flag, and then they did all the stuff and actually gave the motherfucker character after that, and then it's like, there's more. And I was like, there is? And then they just were like, you're a random faceless guy. Congratulations.
Well,
I'm like,
I
I
mean-
was random faceless guy for like the longest time, and now
I cared about Desmond. They hooked him with Desmond, even though they didn't give him a lot. I cared about the Desmond Miles story, but then after Desmond Miles story was over, I was just like, oh, let's get in Adamus and go places.
Yeah.
I cared about the Desmond Miles story until like at the end, and then when they reveal in like 4, like he had his like final like wishes, and he was like saying all this stuff, and then they have his body, and then there's extra stuff that's going on that's still tying to his body and to his like genealogy.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they gonna bring him back? Like,
Bring
what's,
him
like,
back.
Yeah, are he's gonna come back or something like
He's
that? Like,
gotta.
what's gonna happen? I'm like, give
It's-
me something. And they're
it's
just like,
the-
the Assassin's Order is still going on, but you're seeing some of the same faces, but they kind of like they're not in mourning, or they're just kind of like doing shit.
What if they go to the future and then you get in the Animus in the future to relive the thoughts of Desmond Miles, reliving the thoughts of Altair?
Animusception.
Don't you dare do that.
Ubisoft, you can take that one.
Keep on asking me questions.